What's going on, everybody? Papa Gord back for another Black Series review. And if you've read the title, which you probably have, thank you for checking out this figure because this one's been available for a while now. I don't think you can readily find him on shelves, but then again, I haven't really been looking, but I don't think he's an overly easy one to find nowadays. But if he is, let me know down in the comments. But we're going to be looking at the Heavy Mandalorian. I don't know what possessed me to skip my review of this guy, but I don't know. This could have been right around the time that I kind of had to take a bit of a mental walk away from YouTube before. I'm not entirely sure, but Paz Vizsla, because now he's been name checked after Book of Boba Fett, because he was in that. So voiced by Jon Favreau. He's big, he's bulky. I dig him. I've always liked the figure. His rocket pack slash, you know, the hookup for his big heavy like rail gun, basically, as far as I'm concerned. Wish there was some soft goods, definitely. Maybe on the skirting piece would have been kind of cool. But I like the dents, I like the dings, I like the overall look. I like, again, the T-bar. Gotta love the T-bar. But I'm digging some of the extra different bits that are on this helmet. I mean, we're used to Boba Fett with his scope. We're used to now the Mandalorian, who's usually sans anything, you know, but he does have the light attachment that he can put onto the side of his. So it's the armorer. We got the little, you know, the doodads going on the top of her helmet as well. So it's really cool to see a bunch of different versions of, you know, what sets them apart from the others. So yeah. But again, they're all rocking the same kind of symbol in the middle there. But yeah, he is, man, all sorts of big and bulky. Again, you need to be a little cautious of some of the hoses and whatnot on this figure, but you still can get quite a bit of range. You're just not going to be able to twist it all the way around, right? But again, it's the slightly newer articulation that they've done with these shoulder pads, so at least they kind of get up and out of the way. You know, he does get his 90-degree bend on his arms, which is nice for a big guy. And there is a butterfly joint in there, which is super nice. I like that. The articulation on the wrists, at least again, weapon holding hand, we have the up and down. On the other side, it is side to side. Again, it would have been kind of cool if they could have given us like a flame effect or something to come out. Because again, he was a few bucks more when he came out. I think that's kind of what we're paying for standard prices for some of the figures, I think, now. So let's see if I can unplug the backpack so we can see. So again, big old notch right there to fit. But again, he's got some hula hoop action going on his end as well. And lots of rotation. I haven't really messed around with this figure in so long, and that's the one nice thing about maybe not reviewing a figure like right away. I definitely take a page out of Uncle Mike's book. Love you, Uncle Mike. When it comes to not rushing to get the reviews out, because like something gets missed, and then when you put your thoughts out there for everybody to see or hear or whatever, and then you're like, oh man, I didn't talk about how crappy the ankles are, or mine falls apart at the upper thigh or whatever, and then you just can't go back. So this is definitely a nice, kind of a nice surprise. And again, being a slightly bigger figure over here, we'll pull this guy out still. You know, it's a cool thing to have. But I like him. So we'll put him down for a second. We'll check out his giant accessory. So again, this hooks into that one gauntlet. And then you've got this piece here. And at least you've got the rotation, which is really nice. And this is fairly flexible. You just need to be just a little careful. I have heard some people have had issues, right, especially in here, thinking that you can completely twist it. And it's not designed like that, because I think if you were to over twist, you're just gonna twist it off. And then you're gonna have to glue it. And then you're gonna be upset with yourself. So don't over twist it. But yeah, it's a nice, it's a nice design. It's different. And then the same here, you can move the handles around so you can get them in those extra poses. So yeah, I like it. Kind of a Baze Malbus feel to it a little bit, right? Because he's got like that big bulky armor pack, plus I always think of it like a vacuum cleaner. It looks like he's got a canister vac on his back with that big ass railgun thing that he's got going on. But yeah, he is excellent. I like the colors. Again, there you go. He's rocking the skull. Love it. And here, we'll plug him back in. If I can get it to fit in the right spot. There we go. But he's definitely a favorite of mine. And now that I've got him out, he may end up turning out to be a desk figure for a little while again, just because I haven't really, besides moving some figures around, I haven't really interacted with a lot, especially a lot of my Mandalorian figures. So I might have to go back and revisit. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing, with going back and doing some reviews on some older figures that may not have gotten a lot of love and views when the channel first started, or maybe I was really, really harsh on the figure because I just wanted to get the review out there. So it's time to go back and revisit a few of them. So I'm definitely glad it was that I didn't do the review on him as soon as I got him. But he looks good. I love that I'm always a fan of weapon storage as well. So I love the fact that everything can peg onto him, and if you want to give him like a David C. custom fibro blade or what have you, then you can still do that. Like so. There we go. So he's rad. I dig him. I'm using rad again because apparently I have taken a time machine back to the 80s. So he's excellent. I love him. I've got this version. I've got him done as the credit collection version as well, with the slightly different paint job. So yeah, and I've got the credit. That is the credit collection. The carbonized version will be coming up at some point in time again, thanks to Uncle Mike. Love you, my friend. Thank you very much. So yeah, Heavy Mandalorian, Paz Vizsla, Jon Favreau. Thank you very much. Comment, share, like, subscribe, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo. Thanks for all the support, guys. We'll see you again in the next review. Later.